Hi everyone, and welcome to a new video in English. I missed this. So, today we're going to be speaking about anxiety. I did a video a couple months ago about stress and burnout, and I guess this video is the practical side of it. I told you how I felt, and now I'm going to tell you how I overcame that. It was a tough process, and I'm also doing this in English just to kind of go back and feel a little bit nostalgic about the first content that I created to this channel. And I feel like this is one of those pillar videos for me. This is one of those strong key moments in my life. And I want to also create it in English, if that makes sense. So this was a very tough process for me. I did not intend to make a video about this. I'm going to be completely honest. It's not like, oh, I'm going to overcome this challenge and then I'm going to make a video about it. I'm going to make an interesting video about it. I basically stopped working the job that I had. I was an English teacher. You can see the video. It is in Portuguese, but you can see the video using captions, and I will explain a little bit more how I felt and why I think that the stress and burnout was real, and it is a real condition nowadays. But the basic point is that I did leave that job, and then I had this weird anxiety everywhere. And what I mean with anxiety is that I felt lightheaded. I felt lightheaded. I felt with a lack of oxygen, and I felt like I was not focused enough. And this was very, very tough on me. There were days where I just felt like I couldn't be productive. There were days where I felt like not even working out, a light workout, felt good. So this is not a shitty video where I just rant about this subject and what is anxiety and what does anxiety do to your body. This channel is more about the practical shit, and I'm also trying to improve my type of content. And I have a new burst of fresh air, a new burst of motivation for this channel. So all the content and every single tip and help advice that I'm giving you here is stuff that I have actually gone through, or I have some intel and some good insight that I can give it to you. Okay, just a little bit of a note and a disclaimer. So I did feel these three things and nothing was working. I changed my diet. I stopped eating carbs. I started taking more supplements. I started working out more, etc., etc. The main things that helped me here, and take in consideration that this type of anxiety was general anxiety. Okay, I'm going to be doing a classification of two types of anxiety. We have general anxiety in life, overthinking, and just your day to day life or daily life. And then I have the situational anxiety, which is like when you go into a job interview. And I felt like I had the first one a lot, where I just woke up and I felt not focused. I felt lightheaded. I just felt fucking weird. And then throughout and with all the things that I'm going to say here, I ended up feeling more the situational anxiety, which is better because it's just in a specific situation. The main point is this: I used a lot of tools. I even created an Excel sheet to try to improve and see what did I do today? What did I eat? How did I eat? What did I do? How much water did I drink? I thought it was also at one point that it was the lack of salt or electrolytes. I increased my salt and electrolytes. But the basic point is this, and this video also serves for the rest of your life. Trust me, you have to get out of your house. At some point, I started going out of my house more, and I started also being faced with situational anxiety, not with the job offers, but like with being with friends, with talking about this, with meeting people that I haven't seen for years, with even meeting like old people that I worked with. And I'm like, oh my God, this situational anxiety is good. It makes you perform. What I mean is that you are starting to work around your anxiety. So, my first tip is to get out of the house, do more activities outside the house. It's very, very important. And then you are going to feel a little bit more of situational anxiety. And in those situations, you just need to continue to be in that situation. You just need to put yourself in uncomfortable or discomfortable. I don't know. You get it. In not comfortable, not safe situations. So the first tip is that go outside. The second advice that I have, why do I keep saying tip? It's a weird word. Don't phrase it wrong. The second advice that I have is that don't put so much pressure on yourself. I put a lot of pressure on myself because I was like, I want to be focused. I want to be able to do this. I don't want to feel lightheaded. It comes with time. Everything takes time. I also went for an eye appointment because I thought that maybe it was my glasses, because I did change my prescription not so long ago before I felt that stress and burnout and anxiety. And then the doctor told me, this is just going to take time. Your glasses are fine. Your prescription is fine. It just takes time for the body to adjust and recuperate, recover from what you felt. And in this case, I did feel a huge anxiety spike. There was a time and a moment where I couldn't even climb a flight of stairs. I couldn't walk. Okay. So go outside, take your time. And third, get help. If you feel like you need to get help, not even if it is someone to vent to rant to, do that. Okay. It's not going to help you, but at least you're not going to feel so alone in your battle, because it feels like no one understood what I was feeling. I felt a lot of lack of oxygen in my brain. And this was a term that I discovered because I went to Reddit, to a specific subreddit, and I was like, these people get me. These people understand me. It's going to take time. Okay. And the basic point, and now more the not practical side of the video, the basic point of why anxiety takes time, or even a trauma, is that you have to recover from it. When you feel it, your body has spent, so to speak, all this energy feeling these things, and then it slowly needs to release it and build itself again. you know it's like a rebuilding phase. It's like when you work out so fucking hard and you get tired, and then you need to recover, and you need to recover slowly, and you need to recover. I mean, you should do an active recovery, and it's the same thing with the anxiety. You should do an active recovery of anxiety, putting yourself out there. If you are inside a lot, trust me, you're going to start doubting yourself. You're going to have a lot of thoughts. And for me, I'm a person who is an overthinker. I'm an active overthinker. And this advice that I'm giving you works for your life. Okay. You might tell me that, oh, I love working at home. I have a remote job. I love what I do, and I don't like to contact with people. We are social beings. We are social animals. We need contact. And I don't mean contact just physical, but social contact and sharing experiences. And I know that you're going to tell me, oh, but people are dumb. People are very reactive. I get it. I also think the same way. I have the same opinion. But still, I need to go out there. And that's where your journey is. This is pretty much the video. I don't want to make it super long. This was my experience with it. It seems very laughable looking back at it, but it was a crazy experience. I don't know how, but I started to feel good. And then slowly but surely, I was like, holy F, I feel great. And I feel happy again. Okay. This has more to do with also where you are and your group of people that support you, the tasks that you're doing, how your life is. Okay. It's not just, oh, I have anxiety and I'm going to cure it. Your external environment also has a role, and a crucial and important role in that. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one, because I will. Stay safe. Love you. Bye. What a weird outro. Thank you so much. Have a nice week.